this week's lesson, we're going to take a look how we can take a simple bar chord shape and turn it into a fluid 2-1-2 style arpeggio. All right? So I am in standard tuning. And down in the description below, you can find a link for the tabs. Okay? So the chords you saw me playing was an E minor bar chord, moving to an A major bar chord. Now I'm going to assume, since you're watching this video, how to turn bar chords into arpeggios, you're familiar with these two shapes, right? They are the same shape, just on different string sets, which gives us a different quality. It's a minor chord here, and a major chord here. I'm going to do the same thing for both of these chords. I'm going to turn them into seventh chords. And for the E minor chord, we just have to lift up the pinky, and we get the bar note here. And then if we do the same thing on this one, lift up the pinky, you can hear a different chord quality, right? It's a minor 7, smooth, melancholy, dominant chord, slightly unstable, wants to move, right? This is a great little 2-chord vamp. Okay, now, how can we turn this into a fluid arpeggio? Super easy, right? Take this bar chord shape, 7th fret, 5th string, and what we're gonna do is 2-1-2. That means 2 notes, 1 note, 2 note, 1 note, 2 note, right? So on the 5th string, I have 2 notes, 7 to 10, and I would slur this. Next string is 9, G string is 7, 9. Again, I would slur that, 8, 7, 10. There's our 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 arpeggio. Okay, a very fluid and smooth sounding arpeggio, and it outlines this shape really nicely. And you can do this through major 7, dominant 7, diminished chords, all that kind of stuff. So now we're going to take that and move it to the A7 chord. Same principle, slightly different because the shape is bigger. It's a 6-string chord, right? So it's still 2-1-2-1-2, right? So it's 5, 9, 7, 5, 7. There's 1 octave. Okay? And then it's 6. There's our 1, 5, 8, 5. And that goes right up that chord. Very nice. And we can also grab the high major 3rd, just like we do on the low string. And that'll come into play as we kind of connect these ideas, right? So here's a nice little simple 16th note filling pattern, arpeggio, that you can just kind of loop and jump in and out of, and hopefully use it as a foundation to maybe build some other ideas off of, right? So what we're doing is we're going up and down the E minor 7 arpeggio. And I'm sliding down a whole step to 5, and then resolving on this 4th fret right here. Now this note is part of the next chord. It's actually the major 3rd, that note of the next chord. So we're targeting that note as we move into the next chord progression. And we're moving to the closest one. So now we are slightly out of position to nail our 2-1-2 arpeggio there, so we're going to have to work our way into it. So I do that, right? So it's 4, 5, 3, 5 with the first finger. Now I'm set up to go right up. And I'm going to slide to that note as I go up the arpeggio. Going back to this note, because then I'm going to use this note to hit the E minor chord from the top end of it this time, and we're going to go backwards, right? So let's just check that out really slow. Now we're back to E minor, and we're going to go down this chord. Again, nothing special, no other notes besides the arpeggio, right? We're just filling up the measure. This way we're kind of working on our internal clock as we do this, so we know what a measure feels like and we can move to the next chord, right? And that's just where the end of those notes are, right? 4 groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my measure, right? And now here, I'm going to abandon the 2-1-2 idea, and I'm actually going to go down triads, okay? I'm essentially going to outline those. This little D-shaped triad in 9th position, 9, 10, 9, is A major. And then if I do it here on this string set, 6, 7, 7, right? A little E major shape, just here. Again, that's an A major triad. So I'm just going down right there. And I'm going to connect those ideas by putting the half step above those notes. And then I'm going to kind of go back into the arpeggio the same way we did before. Just like that. But instead of landing on the root note there, I'm going to grab the note behind the E, because that's where we're going, right? So it's... And there you go. And now the vamp loops on itself. So you have 2 different versions to jump in and out of while you do it. And there you go. How to take your very common bar chords and turn them into nice, fluid sounding arpeggios. And I would definitely recommend checking out the other chord qualities, major, minor, diminished, as you explore such a topic, right? Down in the description below, you can find a link for the tabs. If you dig what's going on here, please hit that subscribe button. And as always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.